Hey y'all, it's your girl Tiana. I gonna be me, and today we is finna do something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I just thought about it again today when I took out my dinner, and I was like, why not go ahead on and do a little series of different ways to cook chicken? Now y'all know we always be like, you can cook chicken all different kind of ways. You can never get tired of chicken, honey. You can do fried chicken, boiled chicken, stewed chicken, chicken and rice, baked chicken, roasted chicken, all kind of ways, barbecue chicken, all kind of ways to make chicken. So I was like, let me start this little series for y'all. It's not going to be all in one, but the next recipes that's going to be coming up is going to be chicken recipes. And I'm going to be showing y'all different kinds of ways that we can make chicken. Now, I hope my husband don't get tired of this chicken because I could eat chicken every day. So I just wanted to do this for y'all to give y'all different ideas, different kind of ways of, making chicken. And it doesn't matter what part of the chicken that you use, because in this series, I am going to be using different cuts of chicken. Don't think I'm going to be using the same pieces of chicken every time. I'm going to be using different cuts of chicken. But if y'all want to see me create this meal, these different kind of meals with chicken, then first of all, you need to subscribe, okay, if you're not already. So, and if you have subscribed, welcome to my channel and welcome back to all my old family members. But only thing I ask y'all to do is ring that doorbell, hit the thumbs up, the like button one time for your girl. If you don't mind, if you don't know what the doorbell is the thumbs up, the like button, okay? So y'all, let's get into this video. Oh, and make sure you got your post notifications on so you'll be notified each and every time I upload or come live, okay? But when you set your notifications, make sure you set it to all too, because if you don't set it to all, then you're going to be getting select, however, videos. You're not going to be getting all of them. But anyway, thank you for coming. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all, let's get into it. Alrighty, y'all. So, this the ingredients that you're going to need for your chicken. So, over here, I got me some flour. Listen here. Whenever I'm using me a bag of flour, put me some bread and something. I don't throw away my flour every time. I leave it in that bag if it's not messed up too. If the flour isn't messed up, the bag, it's going to look like that. But the flour is still good, and I can add me some more flour to it. But I store my flour in the refrigerator to keep it fresh. So anywho, you're going to need you some flour, whether it's self-rising or all-purpose. You're going to need you some onion powder, garlic powder, black peppers, some seasoning salt. Mine is just some Tony's Creole seasoning. You're going to need you some chicken bouillon seasoning, some hot sauce, and some mustard. Now, if you ain't got no chicken bouillon seasoning, if you ain't got no seasoning salt, you can just do onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, salt, hot sauce, and mustard, and that's it. And you're gonna be good to go. Good to go. All right. So today I have me some chicken wings, and we're gonna be seasoning up these chicken wings. But along with these chicken wings, I am going to be making some lima beans and okra. I am going to be making some fried cornbread. I'm going to be making some wild rice. And we're going to smother these chicken wings in gravy. So that is the chicken that we're doing today. It's some smothered chicken wings. All right. So I hope y'all ready for this. Y'all, once again, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, that like button, because we need more people here that want to know the 1,000 ways you can make chicken. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so first thing first, we finna season up this chicken. I got my chicken wings. I ain't folded them up yet because I want to make sure I get them all seasoned up real good and everything. Okay, and you don't have to fold them. You don't. So I'm just finna season to your own taste, y'all. Add some onion powder. Garlic powder. Black pepper. A little bit of this chicken bouillon seasoning, mustard, and you don't need much, but you do need some. Hot sauce of your choice. It don't have to be the kind I'm using. Shoot, if you ain't got nothing but some wing sauce, use that. I done did that before too. And then we're going to add us some seasoning salt. Now I'm gonna season up my chicken well enough that way I ain't gotta season my flour, because I know some people, they like to season their flour. I do too if I don't season my chicken well enough. But I'm gonna season my chicken well enough. We ain't even gonna need to season the flour. Alright. So now I'm gonna get this here mixed up real good. And then we're gonna fold these wings once I get this seasoning off on them real good. And if you like you a little bit more color to your wings, the only thing you got to do is add you some paprika. Now, we ain't worrying about that because the color to our chicken wing shop is going to be that gravy, baby. Okay. And there's so many different kind of ways you can smother chicken wings. But today, the way that I'm going to smother my chicken wings, I'm going to fry them first. So we're going to fold them wings. Now, if you don't know how to fold a chicken wing, okay, only thing you got to do is stretch that wing on out. Take that leg, bend it back, baby, and, honey, put it right behind that drum. And that's how you fold a chicken wing. And that's it. And see, this here is why I don't really fold them, because they like to unfold. Anybody got time for that? Alright, so now I done got all these here folded up. I'm about to bread them in this flour. Alrighty now, so to bread these chicken wings, I got my bag of flour. I got me a plate, and then my chicken wings over here. You're just gonna drop these chicken wings down here in this bag. Give it a shake. And add some more. And I like to shake in between to get a little flour on them so they don't like really stick together, especially if I'm gonna add a lot on at one time. And then I'm gonna close it up and shake, shake, shake. Hey y'all. I just wanted to stop this video for a second and say something. This video is actually going to be a 2-in-1 because the first portion of it, I'm going to be showing you how to fry chicken. And what I'm doing is frying the chicken actually before I actually smother the chicken. So ain't no need of me having to come back to do a fried chicken portion when you already finna get it in this video. So exactly what you do to fry chicken, I am doing it in this video. So that way you got you a 2-in-1. So you're going to have you a how to fry chicken in this video and also how to smother chicken. I just had to come in and say that. Y'all continue to enjoy the video. All right. So now let's see what we got right here. And I'm going to take them out of here. I'm going to lay them on this plate just to get that flour turn to stick to them. Look at that. Nice and flour. Got to get that flour turn to stick to it, y'all. So about a good 5 minutes. Good enough. Just put your grease on, let it be heating up while you flouring them, and then by the time your grease ready, your chicken will be ready. Just like so. Alright. That's it, that's all for that right there. Now let's move on to the next thing. Alrighty, family. So back here, I had my neck bones boiling for my llamas. Okay, so I got me some canned llamas because this is a quick meal, a weeknight meal. Ain't nobody got time to be over here, you know, in the kitchen for a long time. So we're gonna do some canned llamas. So I'm gonna dump my lima beans off up in there because I done boiled them till they about done. Them neck bones, I done boiled them, they about done. And I'm just dumping my llamas over in there. Alright. And they seasoned llamas, right? So they ain't gonna really need a lot of seasoning on them, but I still like to add some of my own seasoning to them because, you know, that's just how I like to do. So I'm going to add just a little of that chicken bouillon seasoning, just for that flavor. We're going to throw some black pepper up in there. A little garlic powder. A little onion powder. A little of this here Tony seasoning salt. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to add me some onion to that. And I'm going to add me some of this here ham bacon grease I've been saving. Add some of that up in there. And now we just gonna let them go for what they know. Alrighty, so while I was over here doing up what I need to do for my llamas, I turned my grease down for my chicken. And so we're gonna deep fry this here chicken, y'all. Okay. Check that grease to make sure it's ready. You see how them crumbs, that flour just popped down and come back up to the top? That's how you know it's ready. The grease ain't smoking. That's another one. That's another thing. You don't want your grease smoking. So now we about to lay that chicken on down up in there, baby. And we're gonna let these here fry. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna overcrowd my pot because that's what I do. I am a fryologist, so you know I know how to control when I overcrowd to keep it frying just like this. So to control it, what I'm gonna do is take my lid, put it on there, and that's gonna help keep that temperature up. And I ain't got to worry about my chicken not frying like it should. But you see, I ain't even touched my chicken. I ain't tried to move it around. I ain't trying to keep it from sticking. I ain't tried to do nothing. Because when you drop your chicken down in that grease, you don't want to get to messing with it, because when you do, you're gonna start knocking the flour off of it. And that's the reason why you let it sit to the side for a few minutes, is to keep from knocking the flour off of it when you drop it down up in there. So don't touch it. Now, when you get ready to touch it, don't go grab you no fork. Not now, no kind of nobody fork, no knife, no nothing. I don't want you poking it, honey, make sure it's done. No, none of that. You ain't got to use just chicken wings. You can do this with chicken thighs, chicken legs, chicken drumettes, however. But don't go poking it, because what you want to do is grab you something with some little slots, or use you some tongs. Okay, and I like to use tongs. So use you some tongs to turn your chicken over with, because once you get to poking that chicken, you start poking holes in it, and then the juices that's in the chicken, it's just gonna start coming all out into the grease, and then you gonna have you some dry chicken. Don't nobody want no dry chicken. You wonder how you ain't never cooked, why your chicken don't never turn out right, be dry, honey. Just ain't right, just can't get right. It just can't get right, because you be over there doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing. Leave that chicken alone. Set that temp to a good temperature where you ain't got to keep on bothering with it, and let it fry. You want it at a nice rolling fry. And you lift your lid up off that pot, or if you don't have a lid on it, you want it to have a continuous steady fry. If you drop your chicken down in that grease and your chicken start turning brown time you drop it down in that grease, that grease is too hot. Don't add rest of that chicken to that. Get that piece up out of there that you did drop down in there, and slide that pot over to the side and let that grease cool off. Because if your grease is smoking, it's too hot. Alright, y'all, let's move on. Alrighty, y'all, so you're going to hit a fan over on the stove. It's automatic. I can't turn it off because there's some heat in the kitchen, okay, over the stove, and it got hot. So they say, I need heat to come on. I need some air. It's hot, okay? So, back here in my pot, I got me some water that I'm finna get ready to boil for my rice. And what I'm finna make is some wild rice. Now, it's some boxed wild rice that I'm gonna be making, alright? So, I'm just about to add me a little seasoning, you know, to my water. I know it comes with a little seasoning pack, but I need to add me a little chicken bouillon for that little flavor off of it now. Okay, so I got some chicken bouillon down in there, and then I'm gonna add me a little olive oil in there, and that's gonna be my oil for my rice. And then I'm just gonna wait on this to come up to a boil. I still have not touched my chicken, y'all, but I want to show y'all what it looked like, even with me overcrowding the pot, how it's frying. Look it up. The tail ain't touched it. You can still see the little flour size. Just let it fry. It's gonna do what it need to do and everything. I ain't moved it around or nothing because I'm letting it build up a crust on it before I actually start turning it. Alrighty, y'all. So now my water's over here boiling, and I'm about to get my rice. And I added white rice to this wild rice just to stretch it out a little bit. And I'm gonna get that down in there. Everything. Okay, get the lid on there and let it go. Alright, y'all, so I'm about to add this little pack of the seasoning. I forgot to add the seasoning here that go to the wild rice. Add that right on up in there. Add that right on up in there. Okay, y'all, so this chicken, it just sound like it's ready to turn. I just know by oh yeah. See that? Nah. Done got brown some already. We're just gonna roll them on over. They ready. They got some crunch on them. A little crisp. Roll these here on over. Let them brown on that side. And they're gonna be ready to smother, y'all. Alright, so I'm gonna close that down and let that finish. Alrighty, y'all. So the chicken done got silent, so I know they ready to come out. Yes, ma'am. Look at them chicken wings. I'm gonna lay them out on some paper towel, let that grease drain. Alright, so now I got me some water in a pot. This gonna be the quickest smothered chicken you ever seen. I got me some water in the pot. I'm finna let this come up to a boil. When it's come up to a boil, I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen, okay? Alrighty, y'all, so over here in the Llama beans, they still going. And they ain't gonna take long because they already done, but I had me some okra and I was soaking it in some vinegar and water, and to help get rid of the slime is what I learned. And so I dumped that water off, rinsed them off a couple of times after that. And so now we're about to take this here okra And look at that. It still got a little slime, but I don't want it slimy. So hopefully they got rid of it. Cause y'all know I've been wanting me try some okra and some beans. So here I go. All right. So we're just gonna get that there right on down in there and put the lid on there. And I'm gonna turn that up and let that cook for a little while. Alrighty, y'all. So now the water is boiling over here. I'm gonna give it about half a cup of that. I'm gonna leave that right there. Sit that to the side, half a cup of that boiling water. Alright, so here I got my water. And we're about to season up this water with some black pepper, onion powder, some seasoning salt, chicken bouillon, mix that up and give it a little taste. Now this right here is one of the quick ways that you can make you some fried chicken, smothered chicken. Alright, so I'm gonna give this here a little taste to see if it's seasoned. Add a little, it could take a little bit more chicken bouillon, and I'm gonna add some salt because I don't want to add no more toners because toners gonna make it spicy. Okay, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. I'm gonna taste it again. This right here gonna be the gravy. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. Alright, so now what I'm about to do is take my roux cubes. I have cooked me some roux and I froze it into ice cubes. And the only thing I got to do is add my roux cubes to my water and boom, there I go gravy. But if you don't have no roux cubes, you don't know how to make no scratch gravy, only thing you have to do is take your perfectly fried chicken and add it right into that water, and what's gonna happen is the bread that's on the chicken gonna come off into this broth and it's gonna start creating a gravy. Alright, and that's it. That's a real simple, easy gravy if you don't know how to make gravy. But I'm about to take me about 2 of my roux cubes and I cooked it. You know you gotta cook your roux. So now I'm about to dissolve those cubes right here in this liquid. And that's gonna start, and then it's gonna thicken up and it's gonna make my gravy. So once this here dissolve all the way down, once that dissolve all the way down, I'm gonna add my chicken to it. And then we're gonna put the lid on this. And we're going to let this here smother until the gravy and the chicken become one. You don't want to just put the chicken in the gravy and then be like, okay, we got to smother chicken and gravy. You got to cook it for a few little minutes. You know what I'm saying? Cook it for about at least 20, 25, 30 minutes. Just so the chicken can become one with the gravy. And now you got you some smothered chicken, pork chop, whatever. But I'm still going to show y'all in another video on how to make my roux cubes or whatever. So just be patient. Just make sure you subscribe. You got your notifications on and all that there. So that when I bring it to you, you're going to be here and ready for it. Alright? Y'all see how that's nice and brown? So that lets you know, honey, what color I cooked it to. This is a nice Nice, deep, rich, dark gravy. And then once them crumbs fall off up in here, that's gonna be more flavor. Look at that. Look at that gravy. Look at that gravy there. Alright. So now that's dissolved. I'm about to take my chicken and just put it right on down in this gravy here. And we just gonna let this here simmer in the gravy for about 20 minutes. Or more. Get them all covered and soaked with that gravy, child. And you don't want your gravy too thick now. You want your nice little gravy that you know, can run over the top of that rice or some mashed potatoes or whatever you're making to go with it. Look at that. Alright, so I'm gonna put the lid on here and I'm gonna let that cook. And you're gonna see the difference when I come back. Until then, just take a look at it for right now and see what I got. See that? We're getting it time to soak up that gravy now. It's gonna be good, y'all. Some smothered chicken. Chicken series part 1. Alrighty, y'all. So we're about to fry up this here. We're finna make us some fried cornbread. So I got me some self-rising buttermilk cornmeal. And I'm gonna use about a cup of it. I done measured this for y'all already the other day for Fish Fry Friday. Okay, so then we're gonna add us a little salt. Some pepper. I don't know why I add pepper to my bread, but I do. Then we're gonna add some sugar to that. And I'm gonna do a palm full of sugar and some. Palm full and a little some. We like sweet bread. Then I got my hot water that I set to the side. This is a half a cup of hot water. And that's all you need. And you just gonna mix. Now you can use hot water from the sink if you want to. You don't need no egg. You don't need no oil. You don't need none of that. That's the good thing about this cornbread here. But whatever cornmeal that you use, make sure it's self-rising. And there we go. And that's our cornmeal. Now you want that to be thick. So I'm gonna let this here sit to the side while my oil is heating up in the pan. But you want this here to be thick, right? And the reason why you want it to be thick is because you ain't got no egg up in there to hold it together. And so that's what's gonna make it whole by just let it sit. You know how when you let pancake mix sit a little bit and it start thickening up a little bit? I ain't add as much meal to it as I did the other day, but make sure you put a whole cup. I know I didn't put a whole cup because if I did, it would have been thick already. But you want it thick. You want it thick so that you know it'll hold together when you get ready to fry. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So now I'm gonna turn my heat on for my pan, and I just went on ahead and added me a little bit more cornmeal to this just to get it thick like I want it. This the thickness that you want right here, y'all. So it can hold together. I had to put a little hurry on up to it. Alright, so the amount of oil that you want in your pan for fried bread is enough to cover the bottom of that pan. And that's it. You just need enough to cover the bottom of the pan. to get a bread something to fry in. Because as it fries, it's going to swell up and it's going to start absorbing all that oil. So I'm going to let this here heat up and then we're going to move on to the next step. Alrighty, y'all. So the grease is hot. It's time to start putting this bread off up in here. So I'm going to take me a spoon full of my cornmeal. And I'm going to get it right there in that hot grease. And we're just going to make us some little fried cornbread. Okay. Don't mess with them. Let them get their little crust on them. And then we can turn them. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm going to flip this over again. Let's see. Just to keep them from burning, I overcrowded the pan, so that's why they look all like this here. But it's alright. Oh, I'm tearing my bread up. Okay, so they done. Let me get them on up out of there. One always gotta mess up. But it ain't cooking if you don't mess up one of something. Alright, y'all, so that's the bread. Alrighty, y'all, so here's my lima beans. All done. Look at that. Look at that there. And they ain't slimy. Then we got that wild rice back here. Yes. Look at that rice. Okay. Once again, them lima beans. My light done kicked on in now. It was kicked out for some reason. Look at them lima beans, y'all. With them smoked neck bones and that okra up in there. I can't wait to get it a try. Okay. And then, this is what the chicken is looking like. Ooh, hold up. Oh, we might gotta add us. Okay. Turn that off. That's ready. That is red. Hey. Look at that. And that's that smothered chicken, y'all. That's what I mean when I say become one. You can see how you can't tell that it was fried chicken. You don't want to be able to tell it was fried chicken. You want it to look like it just cooked in this gravy the whole time. And you see that though? See, that's that little bread that came off that chicken. So baby, that's ready. Let's plate it up. Alrighty, y'all, there you have it. Smothered fried chicken and gravy with some wild rice, lima beans and okra with smoked neck bones, and some fried cornbread, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. I hope you tried, and I hope y'all enjoy this little series that I am going to be putting together for y'all. But until the next video, this your girl Tiana, I Can Only Be Me. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.